All right, today we're going to be talking about triangles, how to classify them, and how to draw them. So let's start with classifying them. There are 3 ways to classify triangles according to their sides. So we have scalene triangles, which have no equal sides. And then we have equilateral triangles, which have 3 equal sides. And isosceles triangles have 2 equal sides. So let's look at these drawings down here and classify them by their sides. In number 1, we have 3 sides that are all the same. We can tell by these little marks right there. That means congruent. So this is an equilateral triangle. Then this one over here has 3 different lengths for the sides. So that is a scalene triangle. This guy down here has 2 equal sides, so it's isosceles. A little bit tricky to spell. And then down here, these are all different. And if you aren't sure, you can use a ruler, of course, or you can just use like the edge of your paper and mark how far each side is to see that they are different. There are also 3 ways to classify a triangle by their angles. These words are going to look familiar to you. An acute triangle has 3 acute angles. An obtuse triangle has 1 obtuse angle. It's impossible to draw a triangle with more than 1 obtuse angle. And a right triangle has 1 right angle. Again, impossible to draw a triangle with more than 1 right angle. So let's look at these pictures down here. Number 1 is an acute triangle because it has 3 acute angles. If you're not sure, you can use the corner of a page to represent 90 degrees and see if it's bigger or smaller than that. Number 2 is a right triangle because it has that little box that indicates a right angle. This one's an obtuse triangle because that is an obtuse angle up there. And then this one has, looks like all 3 angles are the same and they're all smaller than 90 degrees. So that is, an acute triangle. All right, and then if you don't already know, a triangle has 3 angles and they add up to 180 degrees. Those are all things you're going to need to know. Let's move on to drawing triangles. So here I have a protractor. Now, I don't know if this is going to work on my iPad, but I'm sure going to give it a shot here. All right, so on your homework tonight, it's important to know that some of these you will be able to draw and some are impossible. So it'll say draw the triangle described below if possible. If it's not possible, you can explain why. So this one says to use a ruler and a protractor, and there's a ruler on our protractor. This is like the one you have where there's centimeters right here and inches right here. It says use a ruler and a protractor to determine whether or not it is possible to draw a triangle with a 63-degree angle, a 127-degree angle, and a side of 8 centimeters in between. So first I'm going to just do an 8-centimeter line for one of the sides of my triangle. So I'll go along here from the 0 to the 8. Then I'm going to take this protractor and I'm going to measure a 127-degree angle. So I'm going to put the little dot. Oh, that stayed on there, huh? Let's see here. Let's draw it. I didn't realize it would draw it on the protractor picture and not, there we go. Okay, so now I can take this protractor, put that dot there at the end, measure out to 127 degrees, which is right about here. Let's see if I can get this to work. So I'm going to go off the slide though. It's going to be out here. So now I'm going to draw a line that goes from that edge out to 127 degrees. So that means this is 8 centimeters. This is 127 degrees. Now they want the other angle coming off of that side to be, what does it say, 63. So I'm going to line this up. 63 is going to be over here, right about here. Come on. Right about here. So off that slide so that I'm not drawing on the protractor will be there. So let me move this out of the way and draw a straight line from this corner of my triangle out to here. Now you can see those lines are never going to touch, so it's actually not possible. All right, moving right along. Let's see if I can get that in front. Use a ruler and a protractor to determine whether or not it's possible to draw a triangle with a 2-inch side, a 3-inch side, and 80-degree angle in between. So let's draw our 3 inches from here to here. And then we want to draw an 80-degree angle in between. So from there, I'm going to go to 80 degrees. It's just right about there. Draw my straight line. So this is 3 inches. This is 80 oops, that was crazy, 80 degrees. And then they want a 2-inch line in between those. So let's take this protractor. Can I rotate this? That's a good question. I don't think I can. Oh, it almost worked perfectly. If I can draw a line that's 2 inches from here out to here, then we'd be good. Oh, no, I know. Sorry. They want this one to be 2 inches and the 80 degrees in between. So whatever 2 inches would be, I'm going to estimate about to right here. I can't rotate my protractor to measure, and then you would just draw a line. And if you had made this line right here longer, you just erase that. So now we'll clean it up and make it look like a triangle here. Oh, it's going to erase that whole thing. You know, I tried really hard to do it digitally. But in class you saw it in person, so it was a little bit better. But thanks for watching.